Let's get started with this one. Welcome to the Informatica demo. So let's understand the things that what we are going to cover as part of the course, and how Informatica course is going to be and how effective it is going to be, and what kind of access that we provide and how long it goes and what is the prerequisites and everything that we'll understand. Yeah, to start with the first thing, the prerequisite. So to attend this training is basically that you need to have, you need to know the basic SQL. So basic SQL in the sense how to read the data from multiple tables, and how to create the tables in the database, and how to add the data to the tables in the database, and all those things. So if you know the basic SQL, so that would be helpful for you to understand the Informatica in a full-fledged way. So what are the contents that we are going to cover? I think the team would have already forwarded you with the contents. All right, so the things what we are going to cover as part of the training is that at a high level, we'll teach you what is the data warehouse is all about, and basics in the data warehousing concepts. So we'll understand the data warehouse concepts and everything, and we'll also talk about the data modeling. It's basically that how to design the tables in the data warehouse, and especially since we are talking about the warehouse, so we'll talk about the dimension modeling, and we'll talk about the full-fledged way of Informatica Powercenter, how the Informatica Powercenter can be used how an Informatica Powercenter can be used as a data integration tool, and we'll be discussing about the 951 version, which it is there. And we'll also talk about the Unix, little bit of Unix, because they'll also stress you on the Unix terms, like how the Unix is used in the general Informatica projects that we're going to discuss, and we'll also integrate Informatica with Unix scripts, and we'll understand that how to invoke the Informatica programs from Unix and all those things we'll understand. So the high level, so these are all the topics that we are going to cover in the Informatica Powercenter right from the beginning, including the basic concepts. We'll go to the till the advanced level. See, you can call it as, let's say, 100% of the developer activities, whatever is there, including the complete job-oriented responsibilities. We'll understand that, and at the same time, this training will also cover the 40% of the training. I mean, 40% of the admin activities what we use. So basically, the configuring the Informatica and then the migrating the code and all those things, which will also be handled as part of this course. So this is more about the topics what we are going to cover. So in terms of Informatica Powercenter, so whatever the certification topics are there for Informatica Powercenter, if you want to get certified or something, we have all the topics which are included except the couple of topics, and remaining all the other things are being covered as part of this. All right, so let's go ahead with the next one is about the in terms of access. Okay, so what we do is we'll provide you the Informatica installations on your local machines. That is one thing, and we'll also provide the Unix server access till the end of the course. Basically, you can access our server and then practice Informatica on all the Unix related things. So which will help you to understand all the real-time concepts and how you have to connect to the server, how you have to configure all those things, which will be available. So this Unix server access will be provided till the end of the course. Probably if you are, 1 week after the course also it will be provided. So till the end of the course you can have a Unix server access, and the Informatica installation that we are providing on the local machine, so which will be there forever, so that you can use it. So these are all the things which in general the people will ask. So those are the questions that I clarified. And the other thing about the videos is, like, at the end of the training every day we actually send you the videos, and you can actually take a look at all the videos. I mean, at the end of the class, we'll all send the videos and you can download it and keep it into. So every day the recorded sessions will be provided for all the online training candidates. So recorded sessions will be sent every day. And the materials, labs and everything. So I'm going to show you what kind of materials. All the soft copy of materials will be provided to you to manage and learn everything. And we'll also assist you also in the resume preparation in case if you need it. I mean, we'll provide you the interview preparation guides, resume preparation guides and everything. All the soft copy of materials, if you see, these are all for each and every module. We have a separate labs which are designed, and we are going to provide you the detailed steps labs for each lab assignment and the practical assignments. We'll show you everything related to the Informatica. So this course will cover close to 52 scenarios, 52 real-time scenarios with a detailed level example we are going to understand and to go with it. So this is about different, this is about your Informatica related stuff and all those. Okay, let me just start with a demo. So far I just gave you the inputs about how the course is going to be and all. So let's try to understand now what is a data warehouse and what is an Informatica is all about, and what are the different products that you have in an Informatica company, and all those we'll understand about it. So the prerequisite for understanding this is a basic, for attending this course is like a basic SQL, but I assume that most of the people will come from a very basic background. So what I do is I'll take you to the very grassroots level and then give you the complete picture about what is a data warehouse and how the data warehouse is actually built and what are the technology that is used in the data warehousing project that we'll understand. So I hope all of you know about what is a database. A database is something which will give you which will store the information in the form of tables. In order to read the data from tables, or in order to write the data into the tables, we use a language that is called as a SQL. So SQL is a structured query language which you can call, and which helps you to add the data, delete the data, and update the data in the database which you use it. So there are various databases which are available in the market, so which you do call them as, you have an Oracle database, you have Teradata, and you have SQL Server, you have DB2, Sybase. Likewise, you have various databases which are available in the market, and it is being widely used across the industry. So these are all the various databases which we use. All these databases, stores the data in the tables, and using SQL, you'll actually load the data into the tables and then read the data from the tables. So when we talk about the data warehouse, so basically the data warehouse. So data warehouse is something that it is nothing but the database only. So it's basically what I'm trying to say here is, when you're building the data warehouse, I can choose Oracle as my data warehouse, or I can choose Teradata as my data warehouse, or I can choose DB2 or any other database. I can choose it as a data warehouse, because data warehouse is nothing but you're actually storing all the tables. You're storing the data, you're storing the information, whatever the information is there, you're storing in the tables, and you're using this data for analysis purpose to understand about your business, how your business is doing, what are your revenues, and what is the growth of my business, how my business is actually growing, and all these things. To understand all these things, we actually built a data warehouse and store the data in the form of tables. So data warehouse is nothing but the database stores the data in tables, and which is used for analysis purpose, that is called as a data warehouse. So this is what we use in this. So this is how more stores the data in the tables, which is used for analysis. Now let's try to understand about the different types of applications that you see in the general application. What you see, we call them as an OLTP, so which is called as a online transaction processing system, and then this is called as a transactional oriented applications. Another type of applications we call it as a OLAP, so which is called as a online analytical processing system. So this is something that which we see, online analytical processing system which we use. So when we talk about an OLTP, it's nothing but your daily transaction tables which you come across. I mean, daily transactional systems. It's like where you have a frequent updates are happening on the system. Let's say you're inserting the data very frequently into the system. Those systems are called as your OLTP systems. So for example, let's say you have the information such as, let's say, your ATM withdrawal, wherein we actually withdraw the money every now and then do that. That's your transactional oriented application, which is a OLTP system. And you also have e-commerce applications like eBay, Amazon, all these eBay and Amazon, all these which are like an e-commerce applications where different customers like us will go and book the orders and then cancel the orders and then search for the products, and these kind of things which you do. Basically, you'll perform the different transactions, which is nothing but you create the different orders for buying different products. So that's nothing but a transaction which you see. And your airline reservation system, it's like whenever you want to travel, and also will basically book the tickets through the airline reservation system, which is nothing but you're just adding the information to the database. That's nothing but the transaction. Similarly, your internet banking system, which you use to transfer the funds from one account to the other account. So this is nothing but a transaction. So these are all the different applications which you call them as a transactional oriented application. All these applications are used for day-to-day operations. So why internet banking application is designed by a Citibank is just to serve their customers to transfer the funds from one to other. So it's just to all your these things will be handled based on the day-to-day operations. So day-to-day operations will be handled based on these things, these applications. So these applications we cannot use for analyzing the data because of some disadvantages. Okay, OLTPs cannot be used for analysis because there is no historical data in the OLTP systems, and in the sense historical data is not there means like your ATM withdrawal, if you go and take the mini statement, you hardly will be able to see the last 5 transactions, but you'll not be able to see the last year transaction what you performed. That means it is not storing the historical data, it is storing only the last 5 or 6 transactions what you performed, and it is not storing the remaining transactions. So basically there is no historical data, and that's the reason we don't prefer to analyze the data on the OLTP system. So what we do is now, since these transactional systems where a transactional data is present is not used for analysis purpose, we generally go and build a data warehouse which can be used for an analysis purpose. Suppose, let's say I have a multiple transactional applications which I have it in my database. So let's say I have data which is related to, let's call it as ebay.in. So ebay.in is something that which is designed to handle all the related information with respect to ebay.in. So this is basically wrong typo. ebay.in is just to serve all the Indian customers. ebay.in is being developed. So when you talk about ebay.com, ebay.com is basically targeting for US customers. So likewise you have ebay.au is for Australia or whatever. So you have a different applications which are developed, and these are all the transactional oriented applications. So if eBay has decided to build analyze their data, so they cannot actually analyze across the multiple applications. So what we do is we actually integrate the data from all these different day-to-day operated applications into a centralized database that's nothing but the data warehouse. So basically, we'll integrate the data from all these OLTP applications, into the data warehouse. So data warehouse is nothing but the database, as I said. So you can choose any database as your data warehouse. I can choose Oracle, Teradata. Let's say I've used Teradata as my data warehouse. So the process of integrating the data from our transactional data, which is available in the different applications and which is available in different flat files also, into your warehouse is called as an ETL process. So what we do is, as an Informatica developers or an ETL developers, and to be in a precise way, so you integrate the data from these transactional oriented applications into data warehouse. So the process of process of integrating the data from all these applications into a centralized database is called as your data warehouse. So that's called as a Teradata system. So now this process is called as an ETL. So ETL stands for extraction of data. Extraction is nothing but the reading of the data. So you read the data from different applications and then you transform the data. Transforming is nothing but you apply the different business rules. You modify the data according to your required format and you massage the data, and then L stands for a load, which is nothing but you load the data into the target table. So which is nothing but extraction. So extraction is nothing but the reading of the data. Transforming is nothing but the modifying the data. So one form to the other form or whichever the required format, you do that. Load is nothing but, again, how do you load the data into the tables? It's like you insert the data or update the data information if it is existing. So to do these operations, to integrate the data, we have so many ETL tools which are available in the market and which we use very frequently for integrating the data. So the tools which we use to integrate the data is your Informatica Powercenter is one, which is this one. Informatica Powercenter is a tool which is used to integrate the data. And let's say you do have data stage from IBM, and you also have the other tools like Ab Initio and the other ones which you talk about. Informatica Powercenter, data stage, Ab Initio. Let's say you have Talent and ODI, Oracle Data Integrator, BODI, Business Objects Data Integrator and all. So these are all the various ETL tools which are available in the market and which helps you to integrate the data. So there are so many ETL tools, and this is a technology that we use to integrate the data into the data warehouse. So in this course, we predominantly understand how an Informatica Powercenter can be used to integrate the data from different transactional systems, and what are the different ways to modify the data using Informatica. That is all the thing that we understand. So the Informatica Powercenter is just an ETL tool which helps you to integrate the data. So it's good that I have a transactional data and I'm integrating into a centralized data warehouse, but what is the use? Why do I need to integrate the data into a centralized database? Why do I spend so much money and the manpower in integrating the data from all these applications into the data warehouse? So what is the use? It's basically for understanding your business, or understanding your revenues, understanding your customer feedback, understanding your customer services, how you're providing, or understanding your employee performance. So it's basically, in a simple term, the data warehouse is used for analysis purpose. For analyzing the data, we use it. So analyzing the data, which in turn will answer the lot of questions which I said, like how much revenue that you're generating, what is the growth of your business, what is your employee performance, how your sales agents are working, how is your marketing agents are working. All these kind of analysis can be done by using a data warehouse. See, once you have a data, for analyzing the data and generating the reports in the form of, generating a general visualization of the data can be done by using a BI tools. So just like an ETL tools, we'll use another set of technology which is called as a BI tool. All these BI tool, what it does is, it reads the data from your data warehouse, and it generates the reports, or it visualizes the data in the form of different graphs. So you can generate a report maybe in the form of pie chart or a bar graph, or tabular format. Any kind of a format you can actually generate a report. So the process of analyzing the data with the help of these BI tools is called as a business intelligence or a reporting, which you call. So all these BI tools, what it does is, it reads the data from your warehouse and represents the data in the form of a reports and then do it. So this is more like a BI process, or called as a business intelligence process, which you see. So there are again different BI tools which are available. You heard about the Tableau, and then let's say OBIE, Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition. Let's say you have a Cognos is another BI tool, and you have a business objects. And likewise, you have so many, and again, you have MicroStrategy. Likewise, you have so many BI tools which are available in the market, which helps you to analyze the data and then represent. So all your business users, like CEOs, marketing managers, sales managers in a company, they start using your reports and then generate the information. Generate the reports by using this information. So they access, your business user will start generating it. So when you talk about a data warehouse is not a technology. It's just a process, or it's just a concept which is invented by the scientist called as a Billy Mann. So when you talk about the technology that is being used, so ETL is one type of technology which you use in the data warehousing projects, and the BI is another technology which you use. So basically, the ETL plus BI together is called as a data warehouse in this. So the technology which is used is called as a data warehousing technology, which is nothing but the database what you're using to store the data, and the ETL tool what you're using, and the BI tool what you're using. So all these things together is called as a data warehousing technology. So as ETL developer, by the end of this course, you understand that what are the different responsibilities of an ETL developer, and what are the different roles that ETL developer has to perform, what kind of data will be there. Those things we'll understand with respect to the Informatica Powercenter. So we'll understand how Informatica Powercenter can be used to integrate the data in this course. So as I said, it will cover all the very basic level to the advanced level. So when you talk about the complete course curriculum, right? So it basically has, okay, before stepping on to the course curriculum or something, this is a background about what we are going to learn and what is a ETL tool and what is a BI. So before stepping into that, I would like to understand if you have any questions related to this thing what we have discussed. You can unmute yourself and then go ahead with your question. And once you're good with this, let's move on and understand what are the things that we are going to learn as part of this. We'll understand the syllabus what we are going to cover.
Hi, my name is Sapna.
Yes, go ahead, Sapna.
Okay, like when you were discussing about this course, the one question which came in my mind was like when it said like 100% ETL development. Will you be teaching us how to debug the code also?
Yes, it's part of a developer activity. We'll do that. How to troubleshoot it, how to debug the issues, all those things we'll understand. It's a debugger.
Okay, and if you can just open the diagram which you just created. This OLTP application, actually flat file I could understand, like it could be a text file or it could be an XML file, but this OLTP, this application, like it's what, like I'm just saying the data is in what format? I didn't get that.
It will be there in the database. So it might be there in your Oracle database, or it might be there in your SQL Server database, or it might be in the mainframes data, or it might be an SAP system, or it might be any legacy system. So ETL tools are compatible to integrate the data from all the types of legacy systems and all the types of databases. Anything it can integrate.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
All right, so let me just show you what we are going to cover as part of this course. Like, we're going to understand what is a data warehouse is all about, and what is a data warehouse in full-fledged way we'll understand. and what is a BI, what is a transactional system, and what is the architecture of the data warehouse, what is a data mart, top-down approach, bottom-up approach, all these things, and we'll understand about different types of reporting tools that are available. That also we'll discuss. Then we'll go on an understanding about the data modeling, what it is there, ER modeling, dimension modeling, or whatever. So we'll go and understand about this data modeling process as well, and then do it. So the next one is about the Informatica Powercenter. So we'll understand about what is the ETL and what are the different ETL tools, different Informatica products what you have, and the architecture of Informatica, and then start with it. So we'll understand about the ETL project lifecycle, and we'll understand about what kind of documents that you have to prepare in a project, like a technical design document, and then the business requirement document, how to prepare the database scripts and all those things. So we'll understand the general real-time case study architecture, which is like a small project or a mini project, what you can call. And we are going to implement this project as part of this training. So that we'll understand. And then we have a different scenarios one by one. So basically, which will read the data from your, one by one scenario we'll understand with respect to the each transformation. So for each and every topic in Informatica, we have created one real-time scenario, and each of them contains different information. So how to implement the slowly changing dimensions, and how to implement the fact loads, incremental fact loads, all these things we will use it and then load the data. So this is pretty much what we are going to cover. As I said, it's close to 52 real-time scenarios which will be covered starting from here, right from a very basic level to the advanced level of Informatica and all those things. That's what we'll understand as part of this. As I said, we'll also understand about how to access perform the little bit of admin activities. Even that we are going to discuss as part of this. All right.